many enemies. And to all of my Facebook friends and YouTube subscribers, once again, this is another episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off. And on today, or this morning, when this is being taped, I'd like to get into a story that is trending. And of course, it takes place in one of my more favorite places, sarcastically speaking, in the church. This is the story of a young lady named Audrey Stevenson. Originally, she is from Detroit, Michigan, and now lives in Fort Worth, Texas. And this is the story of on Sunday, on March 25th, 2018, how she was manhandled by a church security guard, Brandon Ami, in Potter's House Church of Fort Worth. Potter's House Church of Fort Worth. This is a church that's pastored by Pastor Patrick Winfield, and the overseer is Bishop T.D. Jakes. This is one of his church, because for many of y'all who don't know, that the main church is in Dallas, but I guess this is one of his satellite locations. And I'm going to play you a clip of what happened in the church on this past Sunday and how I feel about it, because I feel that this is a total shame. Many of you all often hear me say that I can understand that things happen out in the world. I can understand things happen on people's jobs and everything. But if it's one or two places that you should be able to go and feel safe, because it should be a refuge, should be your home and the church. But this is happening in the church. So I'm going to play this clip, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to be clear. On the stage, you are not allowed to do anything on the stage. Now, they just said to me that you stated, the pastor said you could do stage. Am I clear about that?
No, I called her First Lady, and she said they had no regulation of me not
Who
being
has no
able.
regulation?
First Lady and Pastor has no regulation of me being serving under any type of restriction, and that we're gonna have a meeting involving you and Louise. So that's where I met with First Lady. I've already called her and sent her email too.
So, Pastor, dude, I want you to hear what I'm hearing right here. So when I confront this, say what you said one more time. I just want to make sure he heard this.
I've already given First Lady a call, and she said under no circumstances did you, Louise, or anybody tell her that I was not to sit down or anything, and we are going to have a meeting with you involved.
Who is we?
And Louise.
So my question,
let's
my question is, did Louise ever tell you that you were sick?
Louise did, but Louise said he didn't sit me down, that you had a problem with me.
Louise,
hold on.
No, ma'am, don't ma'am me.
Don't ma'am you. We're in the house. We're in the house of the Lord.
I know. That's my point. That we're in the house of the
Ma'am,
Lord.
let's calm down. And I did nothing wrong.
Absolutely, because
Ma'am,
you don't go to Lady V when someone is giving you call up under production.
And Louise did not sit me down. Today he said to me,
So
he said he set me down last Sunday. I said, okay, we're gonna have a meeting. We're gonna call Pastor. We're gonna get up. Ma'am, excuse me. This is what I want to do, because I don't serve the Lord under restriction. Because you have to understand, this is spiritual. This is spiritual. This is not spiritual. This is not spiritual. This is not spiritual.
I can't think of your name, baby.
No, this is not spiritual. We're in the house of the Lord, and aren't you an elder?
And your point is what? Right now I'm the church administrator.
Ma'am. But hold on, let me be
clear. Let me be clear, because I'm the church administrator.
You're getting frustrated.
You know why I'm getting frustrated? Because I don't do lies. I don't do
Who
lies.
lied?
You did.
What did I lie about? Louise told me. No, I didn't. Louise just told. So what did Louise just say? What's the conversation me and Louise had?
I don't know.
No,
what
he didn't.
You had with Louise.
So grab Louise. Grab
I
Louise.
don't have to grab Louise.
Because Louise did not sit me down. You set me down.
What do you?
That's what he said. That's what he said,
okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you
something.
So
for God.
Okay, so let's just say I did. Let's just say I did.
You told Louise that, yes.
If I set it down, then it's shut down. So what do you
no,
me? Yes, it is.
I went to First Lady and we're having a meeting.
No, okay.
No,
So
we're not.
thank you.
We're not. I'm just
We're
letting you know.
so
I
First
don't
Lady.
have to
So
have a
First Lady
meeting.
lied to me.
Lady, I
So
don't
First
know-
Lady
I
lied
don't
to
know
me.
what conversation
Okay,
she
she
had
said
with
you
you.
were going to be a part of the meeting because you're the one that
And
said
at
this
the
and
end of
started
the
this.
day, I
Because
didn't start anything.
yes, ma'am. You asked Luis to sit me down. Luis never had a problem with me.
Guess
And you've
what?
been blackballing me for months. So let's be real, ma'am.
Okay.
And you're not being.
First of
You
all-
told me to shut up. I'm being
Shut
spiritual.
up.
I'm being spiritual right now
What?
because you're an elder. At the end of the day,
Okay,
you
this
need to give me
conversation is
spiritual
over.
guidance.
Yes, and guess what? I'm trying to give it to you, but this.
No,
is,
you're not,
this,
man.
Being on the
You're
stage,
being- you're
on the
yelling at me
stage,
and you're
I'm
having
not-
attitude.
You know why I have an attitude? Because I don't do lies. I don't
I'm
do
not a
manipulation.
liar. I'm
I
not a
don't do
liar.
manipulation.
I'm not a liar. What did
Audrey,
Louis say?
Audrey,
What did Louis say?
He just said to Pastor Winfield. You told him Pastor Winfield.
No,
said you
I
could do
told him I called First Lady,
But why
and
did
she
you do
said,
that?
"Why did I do that? Because I have the opportunity. I have
I'm
the right
talking
to.
about- so what you-
I have the
what you
right to
raising
call
my son?
anybody.
Listen to
Because
my
you are,
question. No, I'm
as an
not.
elder of the church, you should be
Okay,
ashamed of
hold on,
yourself.
hold on.
You should be ashamed of yourself, and you
For what?
should
Who am I
too.
ashamed
And
of?
everybody, you
Please
should
don't
be
put
ashamed of
this on my
yourself.
face.
No,
Hold on.
no,
Don't
please,
do
please,
that.
please don't do that.
No, let-
Because
no.
if this is how this
Don't-
church,
I got it.
if this is how this church
Let
operates,
me-
if
let me-
this is
let
how,
me-
Brandon,
let
you're
me-
one-sided
let me-
too. If this is how this,
No, you talking to me.
You-
Let me
you
explain
gonna
something
put
to
your
you.
hands
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna put
me?
my hands on you. Let me explain something to you.
Brandon, you
No,
putting your hands
Let
on
me
me?
explain. No, because this has to
Brandon,
be
you
said.
putting your hands on me?
Not
I'm
pushing
trying to
no more.
leave.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
pushing
no,
you.
no,
I'm
no.
trying to leave, Brandon.
No,
I'm trying to leave.
No,
Let me
no,
leave.
no, stay right
Let
now.
me leave. Brandon,
No,
let me leave.
We're going to get this in the bud today.
Let me leave. Brandon, let me leave. Get off of me. Brandon, what? Are you freaking kidding me? Brandon, are you kidding me? Brandon, stop. Brandon, stop. Stop. I didn't do it. Stop. Stop. I didn't do anything. Brandon, I didn't do anything. Stop. 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 Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Why are you doing this to me? Brandon, I didn't. Brandon, I didn't do anything. Can you guys can you get your knees off my back? Sir, I've broken no law. I just want to leave. Please, let me leave. Let me leave. Let me leave. Let me leave. Get this off. Let me leave. Let me leave. Are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? Ma'am, no, I didn't break any law. Ma'am, I didn't break any law. Why do you have me in cuffs? Legally, you can't.
I need to find out why.
I didn't do anything. Why would you put me in cuffs, Brandon? Are you serious? Are you serious? Give me my phone. Put it in my lap, please. Put it in my lap. That's my
Nobody's
body.
gonna mess with it.
Why would you put me in cuffs and throw me on the ground,
I tried
Brandon?
to talk to you.
I'm trying to leave.
What you have to understand.
We're done.
We're not
We're
done.
done. My membership is done with this church. It's over. Can I leave, ma'am? Can I leave? That's my right.
been instructed.
You can't detain me.
Hold on. You are being detained right now. Hold on. Just sit
I
tight.
didn't break a law.
I don't know.
But we are investigating. And the quicker
What did
you
I
get
do?
quiet, the quicker we can investigate.
She's been told by her supervisor. She's a volunteer.
Okay.
She can't be backstage. She can't serve.
Okay.
She was on the stage a while ago serving. I went to Deontay, and I went to Luis, and I said,
Deontay?
That's Deontay.
Okay.
He's new. He's our
Okay.
new production manager. I said, who allowed her back on stage?
Okay.
She said, Pastor did. I know Pastor didn't say that, so I came back here, was looking for her. Deontay told me she was back here. Tried to talk to her. She rises up on Rhonda. Rhonda's trying to explain to her the system of the church. All we wanted to do,
Okay. Okay.
all we wanted to do was have a conversation
Okay.
about the system. She rises up, she starts getting loud.
I just wanted to
She's
leave,
like, I'm gonna
Brandon.
leave. No,
I want
you can't
to
leave at
leave.
this point because I need to explain to you what's happening.
I'm okay. I get what's
It's not-
happening. I'm leaving.
It's
Please.
not an okay.
Brandon, can I
it's not
leave?
okay. So I'm explaining to her the situation. Or trying to.
Hold on.
At this
Sir,
point,
what's your name?
at this point, you know, I reach out, I'm like,
both
hey,
of y'all information.
let me talk to you. So she's doing out like this, she knocked the candle thing over.
Are you pushed me, Brandon?
I did not push you into the
Brandon,
candle.
you wasn't pushing me and putting your hands on me.
Deontay, this is not gonna candle.
Can you please let me go home?
Thank you. So I'm trying
Are you
to talk to
serious?
her
You
and
saw him
explain to
pushing
her
me?
the system. right?
But you saw him pushing
So-
me. I'm trying to leave.
So I'm trying to explain to her.
I'm trying
So
to leave.
I'm trying to hold her for a second so I can come
No,
to her
I
and
didn't.
resolve.
You
So we can have a
front.
conversation. Well, she
Please, let me go. Please, this is confrontational, ma'am. I don't have to go through this
So-
at all. I'm done with this ministry. I'm leaving.
So right
Your
now,
property.
at this point,
I'm leaving.
At this point, I was just trying to explain to her
Okay.
what's happening.
Sir, and we're
Because
done.
she's all backstage. She's all over the church, and she has to understand she can't do that.
but at this point, she's no longer part of the church, and you.
I'm
going-
not done. No, I'm done with my membership. Can I please be uncuffed? We're done. We're done. Please, sir. Because this is illegal.
Yeah.
This is illegal. We're done.
We're gonna-
No, I'm not going outside with these cuffs on me like I broke the law.
Listen, I'm not.
No, no. Uncuff me right here. This is illegal. Uncuff me right here. Got me messed up.
Do you have any more property other than
You
have any
you
more property
gonna
other than
get
your-
yours.
You have any property other than your phone?
Don't worry about my property. Don't worry about my property.
Well, you have to get it.
Give me my phone.
You have to, don't snatch nothing. Now to get it, you can't go back.
Yeah, I'm
and
on 10.
Hold on.
You on 10? What's
Yeah,
that?
I'm on 10. I'm on 10 with all of y'all. Y'all got me messed up.
Can somebody
Hurry
go back
up.
to the
Shouldn't even put this shit on me anyway.
We're gonna go out this door. Sweetheart, man, go out this door right here.
Give me my purse. Go get my purse. Brandon, you put your hands on me.
Stand right there. Stand right there.
You pushing
Stand
me
right
again.
there.
Go get my purse.
Stand right
Go
there.
get my purse. It's backstage. Go get my purse before I lose it. Go get my purse. I'm you. You're an elder, and you're going straight to hell. You're going to hell on a one-way trip. On a one-way trip. I'm from Detroit. You're from John. What's up?
Let's not do that.
On a one-way trip.
You
Why
cannot
can
move.
I
You gotta
leave?
stay right there.
Why can
Because I'm
I
getting
leave?
your property and you're going out there.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. I'm bipolar. Hurry up. Hurry up. What that mean? This is your only security. Give me my, no, I'm not. I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to leave.
You want to wait for your property or not?
So
You
can I
can't go
leave?
that
You're
way.
saying
You're
I'm
going this
trouble.
way.
Yes.
Okay, so how?
Passing at this point.
Where's going? Yes, I
I'm
do.
staying right here and wait for it.
Who is she?
You know exactly who she
Where
is.
is she in?
Where did you
You,
wait? She told me.
it's backstage. What's taking so long? It's right there.
Where is it? Backstage where?
What does it look like?
You probably can hear you. 'cause
It's
you're
red. Brandon, stop.
a grown man.
I get some, yeah, a grown man gonna come up here.
I'm waiting.
Where is it? Yes, it's in the production booth. Go get it. And go put it on the curb. It's red. It's in the production booth. Go put it on the curb. Can you let me out? Let me out. Let me out now. Y'all going straight to hell.
Okay, you just saw that little clip, and that falls under the category of fair use, by the way. Okay, let's get into the story. Now, what happened was that she said that this is her ministry. Her ministry is basically, you know, giving the church welcome every single Sunday, you know, welcoming the guests and everything's all the first time guests. You know, one time even I did it at my church, when, you know, us and new members ministry had a special day. Even I did that one time and welcoming the guests. But this is something that she does every single Sunday because this is, of course, her ministry. And I guess, you know, there is another elder, another stinking, big, fat, burly looking, broad elder, you know, woman, hell deserving elder in the church, who thinks that she has a whole lot of power and doesn't have anything, Elder Rhonda E. Lewis, who heard a rumor. This is the story that I'm hearing that she said, because at the end of this, I'm going to play her response to it. It's going to be kind of long, so that's how come I saved it for the end. That, you know, a certain person in the church lied on this woman, Audrey Stevenson. You know, said that she was coming into the pulpit and everything, you know, with no underwear and no undergarments, and saying all kinds of things. And so the woman who lied on her, she's also friends with this particular elder, you know, Elder Rhonda E. Lewis. And instead of going to Audrey Stevenson and seeing whether this kind of a thing is true, she just goes and sits her down. It says that she can't do the welcome, or at least that's what she told people, but yet Audrey Stevenson says she talked to the First Lady of the church. The First Lady says she never heard about anybody being sat down. So she went and did the welcome, and then at the end of it, this security guard, Brandon Ami, Brandon, last name Ami, spelled A-M-I-E, says, we got to talk to you. And she said that she has a spirit of discernment, Audrey Stevenson did. And so she cut on her cell phone camera. And good thing that she did. Oh man, sometimes that's why I tell everybody, I thank God for cell phones. And this confrontation went down on tape. You could see in the video how she's speaking with her and everything. How she's talking to her. And how this big, fat, stinking, filthy man who needs to be completely removed from this ministry jumps on top of her and puts his knee in her back and even has her cuffed and all of this stuff. This is a shame. This is the kind of stuff that happens in the church. I was so outraged when I saw this video, family. I tell you, I called Potter's House Church of Fort Worth myself and told them that this is a shame. I said that we can't even come into church and be treated nicely or be treated fairly, but yet you wonder how come a whole lot of people want to run to religions like Islam and Black Hebrew Israelite. I said, after seeing this video, I know why, because I'm almost there myself. I'm almost there. Not quite, but almost there. Because how come it is and stuff that religions, like I went to a Buddhist temple a couple of months ago to take pictures of their Buddha statues. The Buddhist monks there didn't treat me badly or anything like that. How come that we can go any other kind of a place around the whole world and be treated nicely, but yet not treated nicely in the Christian church? And these are people who are saying that they have Christ and are part of the body of Christ. You want to put people out of the church and just mistreat people any kind of a way. And some of you stupid, ignorant, weak-minded, hell-deserving Christians out there want to look at this video and say that the woman, Audrey Stevenson, brought it upon herself. Saying, oh yeah, she probably set that whole thing up just to get a whole response. You get out of here and go on someplace. It's like blaming the victim. Well, what does that remind you of? Every single time there's a police shooting, they got to blame the victim. Well, he wasn't an angel. And, instead of it being a cell phone, we thought it was a gun or whatever. They always got to bring up the person's past and all of this kind of stuff, just like they're doing with her. Because, I did look at her Facebook page, to keep things fair and balanced. And she did admit that, sometimes she suffered with depression and all of that kind of stuff in the past. Just like a whole lot of us have. Golly, for many of y'all who don't know, I feel like I'm suffering with depression right now. A whole lot of you all don't know I feel depressed in the wintertime or when it's cold outside. And I really feel depressed now that it's supposed to be Easter on Sunday. But on Sunday here in Chicago, it's only going to be in the 30s, so it's going to feel like Christmas. Really? But just because a person has issues or has something going on, it does not mean that they deserve to just be treated just any kind of a way. And deserve to be spoken to any kind of way. And I told them when I called in the Potter's house exactly what I was going to do. Exactly, I was going to put this on video and talk about this on YouTube. I said, I will make you famous. It's the words that I used. And I hope and pray that when people get wind of this whole thing, I think the people there should leave. If this is not taken care of, boycott the offering plate, first of all. And new people should not come there. And I'm going to pray that God's blessings do not remain with this church. This is a shame to be treated like that in your own church. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Just because somebody is moved by friendship, somebody's moved by titles. And if you listen to the video, Audrey Stevenson is being very, very, nice and even respectful. She addressed her as ma'am and all of that. She's like, oh, don't ma'am me. Don't ma'am me. Golly, dude, what do you want me to call you? Stinking, big, fat, ugly, burly broad. So keep those names in mind. Brandon Ami and Elder Rhonda E. Lewis of Potter's House Church of Fort Worth. No one should visit this church. No one should be supporting this ministry. It's nothing but a false church full of demons and headed up by a false pastor under a miserable, low-down false prophet. So that is my take on it. This video really, really angered me because it's, listen. They're saying because of this now that she's banned from even coming into the church. If she steps foot on Potter's church property, it's going to be considered trespassing. It's no kind of a way that any person should be keeping and kicking people out of church. Jesus opened the doors to the church over 2,000 years ago. And it should be nothing that us as people can do or should be able to do anyway to keep his people out. So that's where I'm going to leave it, and stay tuned for this long clip of Audrey Stevenson and her mother giving their complete side of it, because I don't think I can explain it as well as she did. Hopefully I'll see everybody on the next video. Peace and blessings to all.
We need your help, God. We need your help, Jesus. We need your hand. Show your hand. Show your hand, God. Show your hand, Jesus. Show your hand. We need your hand, God. We need your face, Jesus. We need your presence. The people of God are losing it. Are losing it. I'm going to wait for people to get in. We need your help, Jesus. All right, let me tell y'all this. Let's go. While y'all coming in. The Potter's House of Fort Worth, under T.D. Jakes, the presiding pastor, campus pastor, is Patrick E. Winfield. I've been under their ministry for a year. And I've done wonderful in their ministry. Their ministry transformed my life, literally. But I noticed once it was transformed, I felt a change in the people. I lost friends. Of course, you guys are going to lose friends. But things were different in the church. An incident happened in maybe January. An incident happened. Hamaria Joy started a lot of rumors about me. Hamaria Joy, I will say her name. CJ, get a phone to grandma, because this, I don't know if you want to hear this. But Hamaria Joy is a woman at our church. She's a demon. I call her how I see it. You gotta point out demons. God told us that, He gave us that right. Hamaria Joy started a lot of nasty rumors about me, saying I have no underwear, I don't wear panties at church, has made fun of my hair and other people, and different things. So from this incident, which happened at the end of January, and I believe it's April on Sunday, correct? It's April on Sunday, right? So from that time this incident happened to now, these people have been trying to put their foot on my neck. Elder Rhonda Lewis, which is her name, Elder Rhonda Lewis of the Potter's House of Fort Worth, called herself sitting me down from doing the welcome. And she set me down because Hamaria Joy is her friend. And Elder Rhonda moves on friendship in the church. So Elder Rhonda called herself sitting me down because she felt like the situation that happened was a bad situation. She felt like, Elder Rhonda felt like she can go to Luis, which is the production manager, and sit me down. But I did nothing wrong. I kept serving the Lord. I always came and served and did what I needed to do. Luis, my production manager, had no problem with me. My wrist is even swollen. Had no problem with me. And nobody had a problem with me from doing the welcome. If you guys go to my page, you guys will see the video of the altercation and the pictures of my bruises. You can see my face was slammed against the ground by a 400-pound man. By a 400-pound man. He literally put his body on me. He literally put his whole body on me, his 400-pound body on me. And I have bruises. I have one on my I can't even think straight. One on my wrist. I got a bruise on my leg. Obviously you can see this is swollen. And he cut my hands got cut up. Right here. He cut Mama. My hand is cut right here. So today I went to do the welcome. What I serve as. I do the welcome. I welcome the first time visitors. I go on stage, welcome the first time visitors. As I'm on stage, I go back, and mind you, I talked to Tim, which is our media director. I talked to Tim. Tim said, okay, we're going to do the welcome. I talked to the other production guy. Okay, boom, I'm about to do the welcome. Nobody has told me I cannot do the welcome. Nobody has told me that. Nobody has told me that today, that I was not allowed on stage, because this is what I do. This is my ministry. I do the welcome ministry. Nobody told me that, right? So I do the welcome. As I'm coming off stage, Brandon, the head of security, comes up to me and says, hey, we need to talk to you. And as you can see in the video and the pictures that are on my page, as you can see, they took me into the back room. This is when I turned my phone on. So if y'all didn't go see the video, this is the video of me back there.
So what did Louise just say? What's the conversation me and Louise had? I don't know.
So this is Elder Rhonda. This is the one that started all of this mess. This is Brandon, the big 500-pound man. As you see, she's pointing in my face. I'm asking her what I do. She's telling me I have no right to. She's telling me, let me explain to y'all what's happening right now. So Elder Rhonda is the one, she wants me set down because she's friends with Hamaria, the girl that don't like me. And this is supposed to be an elder, clergy, a pastor of the church. She's supposed to be. Brandon is security. He's supposed to be protecting and securing, but he ain't securing nothing, not a doggone thing. This is Elder Rhonda. So as the video is continuing, you will see.
So first lady live here.
As she's saying right now, I cannot talk to First Lady. She's saying basically. She's saying, because I keep stopping it for y'all so y'all can understand. Right now, at this point, Elder Rhonda does not want me doing the welcome anymore. She has no reason to sit me down. I have done nothing to this church. Honestly, it's pure jealousy. People can be jealous in the church. There are spirits in the church. And she's supposed to be an elder. And I'm saying supposed to be because a lot of times we get caught up in titles. This is what happened. So this is Elder Rhonda, what is supposed to be elder. She getting the attitude. She's supposed to be an elder. So look, this is, hold on, wait guys, let me tell you this. Now, Brandon is huge. And I got Potter's House people in here. Yep, I do. Potter's House people, Brandon is big. He's about 500 pounds. He's a huge man. And as you're about to see, this man put his hands on me, slam me to the ground. Mama, stop. I'm trying to leave. Y'all hear me? They're blocking the door. They're blocking the door. They won't let me leave.
Brandon, let me leave. Get off of me. Brandon, what?
Look.
Are you kidding me? Brandon, are you kidding me?
He just slammed me on the ground.
Stop.
Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me yelling?
I didn't do anything. Brandon, I didn't do anything.
Do y'all hear me?
Stop. Let me go.
This is at the church.
Let me go.
This is at the Potter's House of Fort Worth.
I didn't do anything.
Where y'all at? Where the Potter's House people comment on that? Defend that. Where y'all at? Defend that. Defend that. The Potter's House is full of demons. They did this to me because I did the welcome. What I do. This is something I do every Sunday. Faithfully. And she is jealous of me. And Brandon went along with it and slammed me on the ground, y'all. I got bruises everywhere. Twisted my arm. Had the police put their cuffs on me. Banned me from the church. These are demons. And Veronica Winfield and Patrick Winfield, check your ministry because they making y'all look bad. How Pastor Winfield get up here and talk, oh, we a family, we together, da, da, da. But the people that work under you don't believe what you preaching in. Or don't even live that lifestyle. How could that be? I am screaming for my life because I could not breathe. I could not breathe. He could have killed me. He could have killed me. The Potter's House. Potter's House. Don't nobody care about that name. That's just a name. Potter's House. This is going to go all the way to TD Jakes. Share it. Please share this. I want this to go viral. I want this. Amen. It's as many demons in the church as it is. Yep. Sure is. I want this to go viral. Y'all, I am screaming for my life. I am screaming for my life.
Because you're an elder. At the end of the day, you need to give you spiritual guidance.
And guess what? I'm
Can
trying
y'all hear it?
No, you're not, man. You're yelling at me. You're having an attitude.
You know why I have an attitude? Because I don't do lies.
I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. What did Louise say? What did Louise say?
He just said to Pastor Winfield. You told him Pastor Winfield.
No, I told him I called First Lady, and she said, "Why did I do that? Because I have the opportunity. I have the right to. I have the right to call anybody. It's because you are." As an elder of the church, you should be ashamed of yourself.
As the elder of the church, you should. So this is where Brandon steps in. And look how Brandon handles it.
This is how this church operates.
And I don't care if you tuning in from the Potter's House. If you want to stay at this church, look. Hold on, wait. Hold on, y'all. Y'all missed the part. Hold on. It's so serious. Y'all not even getting the big picture. And please share this. If you go to church, y'all go to black church and share this. Y'all don't need to go to the Potter's House of Fort Worth. Because that is your leadership. That is your leadership. Your leadership does that. Y'all don't need to go to the Potter's House of Fort Worth. I don't know what they do at Dallas. I don't know what they do anywhere else. The Potter's House of Fort Worth is full of demons. and it's full of demons. And anybody that want to contest me, go look at that video and look at my bruises. I can barely even walk. I'm limping because a church security guard decided to put 400, 500 of his pounds on top of me. And see what I'm doing right now? I'm getting the speaker plugged up because I want y'all to hear that I was losing breath. And files have been, and charges have been filed. He has charges against him right now. So I want y'all to hear, so I can put it on the speaker. I need y'all to hear this. I need y'all to hear this. I'm not lying, y'all. They're demons. They are demons because I did the welcome. Y'all go on my page. Go on my page. Go on my page right now. And look through how many times, look how many pictures you see of me on stage. Look at how many pictures you see of me. That's my ministry. I get people to do the welcome. I teach people how to do the welcome. That was my ministry. And because you felt like in your little pea brain that I was you guys got to remember, intimidation is real. And anointing is real. And people trying to put they foot on your neck is real. Potter's House of Fort Worth has done nothing in the past 4 months, has done nothing for me but put their foot on my neck, continuously try to alienate me. And also Audrey Stevenson, I need her job too. She don't need to be working there either. Reese don't either. Patrice don't either, if you want me to start name dropping. But anyway, we gonna continue. And I want y'all to hear this. I got to plug this up because I need y'all to hear my voice. The Potter's House of Fort Worth is full of the Spirit of God. Yeah, you're wrong, Christopher, whoever it is. The Potter's House of Fort Worth is full of people with real spirits and with real feelings. That's what it is. I'm not speaking against Pastor Winfield. I'm not speaking against Veronica Winfield, but I am speaking against this elder that want to get up here and preach, but want to treat. I am a woman. I am a woman. I'm not big. I'm not big at all. So if you're not gonna comment on here and listen to the whole story and actually get a feel of what actually happened, don't tell me what the Potter's House feel or what. Did they slam you on the ground? Do you got something in your? Cause no, they didn't slam me on the ground. Yeah, I'm trying to hook this up for y'all so y'all can. I'm trying to hook it up. And everybody, you should be ashamed of yourself. Please don't do that. Because if this is how this church operates, Brandon, you're one-sided. If this is how this...
No, you're talking to me. Let me explain something.
You're going to put your hands on me?
Let me explain something to you.
Brandon, you putting your hands on me?
No,
Brandon, you putting your hands on me? I'm trying to leave. I'm not pushing you. I'm trying to leave, Brandon. Leave me. Let me leave. Brandon, let me leave.
We're going to do this in the butt today.
Let me leave. Brandon, let me leave. Get off of me. Brandon, what? Are you freaking kidding me? Brandon, are you kidding me? Brandon, stop. Brandon, stop. I didn't do it. Stop. I didn't do it. I could not breathe. I didn't do anything. Stop. Let me go. I didn't do anything. Why are you doing this to me? Brandon, I didn't do anything. He get your knees off my back. Sir, I've broken no law. Audrey what, D? Audrey what? And it's easy to say when you didn't get slammed by a 400-pound man. Yes. Did y'all hear my voice? I could not breathe. He has charges against him right now, but I could not breathe. Y'all, this is all because they jealous. I came all the way. I came into church looking like a dyke, and I came out looking like this, and I'm on the stage too, and I'm cool with the ministers. People get jealous about that. This was done in jealous. What happened before this? Jordan, what happened before this, before the video? Jordan, I was doing the welcome as I always do, like I've been doing for almost a year. Elder Rhonda had a problem with me because Hamaria Joy did not like me. And Rhonda and Hamaria Joy are friends. She didn't like me, so Rhonda wanted to sit me down because Hamaria did not like me. So I went to First Lady, and we went to First Lady, and we talked to her, and da-da-da-da-da, and she said, I did not know, me or Pastor did not know about Audrey being set down, or why would Audrey be set down. They did not know that. So I asked Luis again, which Luis is the production manager. I asked Luis, I said, Luis, Luis, who set me down? Luis, this is Luis. I didn't sit you down, Audrey. It was all Elder Rhonda. Elder Rhonda said you make the church look bad. Elder Rhonda said you make the church look bad. And da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da. Okay, Luis, did you sit me down? No. Nobody set me down. So I'm backstage getting ready for the welcome because nobody told me I couldn't do it. Nobody formally told me they had a problem with me. And if you had a problem with me, where did the problem come from? Where did the problem come from? So, again, I'm going to show you again because I'm getting some more people. I'm getting church people, too. And don't come in here commenting on some stuff that you don't know what happened because this is the facts. This is the facts. So...
You know why I have a liar too? Because I don't do lies.
I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. What did Luis say? What did Luis say?
He just said to Pastor Winfield. You told him.
So this is the elder of the church, Elder Rhonda. She's supposed to be an elder. She's a demon. She's supposed to be an elder of the church, but she approached me with disrespect, with attitude, and tried to put me in my place. Basically, tried to put me in my place. But demons get exposed and probably would lose their job. But okay, so we're going.
Pastor Winfield.
No, I told him I called First Lady, and she said, "Why did I do that? Because I have the opportunity. I have the right to. I have the right to call anybody because you are." No, as an elder of the church, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself, and you should too. And everybody, you should be ashamed of yourself. No, please don't do that. Because if this is how this church operates, if this is how, Brandon, you're one-sided too. If this is how this,
no, you're talking to me. Let me explain something.
You gonna put your hands on me?
I'm gonna put my hands on you. Let me explain something to you.
Brandon, you put your hands on me. Hold on. I know y'all heard that. Yeah, I'm going to put my hands on you. Now, let's keep going. You're putting your hands on me. I'm trying to leave. I'm not pushing you. I'm trying to leave, Brandon. I'm trying to leave. Let me leave. Let me leave. Brandon, let me leave.
We're going to do this in the butt today.
Let me leave. Hold on. Do y'all see? See? He will not let me out the door. So now y'all keeping me? They would not. I said, let me leave. I'm done with the ministry completely. Let me leave. He blocked the door and would not let me leave. So I'll show you what happened next. Demons, straight from the pit of hell. Get off of me. Brandon, what? Are you freaking kidding me? Brandon, are you kidding me? Brandon, stop. Brandon, stop. I didn't do it. Stop. I didn't do anything. Brandon, I didn't do anything. Stop. Let me go. Why are you doing this to me? Brandon, I didn't do anything. So what y'all got to say about that? Where y'all Potter's house people at? Defend that. What y'all got to say? What? Oh, well, maybe he just. Come on, mama. Here's my mother. She won. I'm not saying. D, we passed that, girl. Tell the Potter's house to learn how to handle their stuff. Yeah, I'm past that. So, no, yeah. It could be handled different on their side, not my side. I got the right to do everything that I'm doing. So anyway, she Potter's house too. I don't know about the Potter's house of Dallas, how y'all do stuff, but I expect a church to be a church. This happened in the church house. So this is my mother, and she is upset as well, as she should be, because she's dealt with this along with me. It looks so dark. There you go.
Praise the Lord, people of God. I am very, very, very upset about this whole thing that has happened with my child. I came to Fort Worth Potter's house in 2014. And at the time when I came to the church, my daughter was in a very bad way. She was in the streets, using drugs, and doing all kind of sorts of things. I identified the Potter's house as being a place of love and of refuge and of strength. And so I began to go to the church, participate in church services, and pray to God that my daughter would come there. She came, and Audrey is totally brand new. She doesn't look like the person that she looked like when she came in the door. Let me tell you something, people of God. I'm not a video person. I don't like to do live. I don't like to do Facebook. I don't like to do any of that sort of thing. But I will tell you, I am hurt today. I am so upset and just petrified that they could do such demoralizing acts to a child, that they see how she came in that church. God transformed this child in that church, so everybody should know that the hand of God is on her. And if she did something wrong, the appropriate thing to do would have been to sit her down and explain to her what she did wrong. That never happened. However, there's one lady, I want to say she's in her 40s. Her name is Amari.
Amaria Joy.
I went to her about a couple of months ago in the spirit of love. In fact, I hugged her first. And with the spirit of godliness, I said, sister, I'd like to share something with you, and I don't want you to take offense to it, because I am not coming to you negatively. I am coming to you with the spirit of love. And I said, the things that you are saying about my daughter is hurtful. And she went to various young women in the church and told them that Audrey gets on stage and Audrey doesn't have on any underwear. People of God, that in the Bible, that is known as slander. That is not restoration. We as saints of God, we are supposed to exhort one another. The Bible says, let the old women teach the young women. We don't supposed to tear each other down like that. Then Audrey, as you guys know, if you've been there, when Audrey came to the church, she didn't have any hair. So Audrey got weave put in her hair. This woman pulled my child's hair.
Pulled my hair like this.
Not to pull Audrey's hair. Here's why. Because Audrey is 22. Audrey has a mama. So yes, I did approach her, but I asked her with a spirit of love. I said, please don't say this to the young ladies because it hurt them. Reese, what's the girl's last name? Reese Stevenson called Audrey's phone and said, I am so hurt. Omaria talked about my wig. And that's what prompted me to go to this lady, because I was thinking, well, maybe she doesn't understand that she's hurting these young women. Here's the deal. I've been saved for 30 years. Saved, sanctified, tongue talking, foot stopping, hand clapping of the living God. So as far as what I know, we should be able to approach one another with the spirit of love. But instead, she got very indignant. She started swinging her hands in the church, and the conversation became very ghetto and very abrupt. And I said, you know what, sister? I didn't come to you for that. But here's the thing. I'm going to leave you with this. Do not pull my daughter's hair anymore. At that point, I called Pastor because I felt like this right here was going to happen. This, I will tell you, people of God, happened 2 months prior. I called Pastor Rhonda, what's the lady's name?
Rhonda
Lewis answered the phone, and when I told her my name was Heather Stevenson, I believe she knew at that point that I was Audrey's mother. I asked her, she said, well, Pastor's administrative assistant is not here, but that I will pass on the message to that person. And at that time, Bradley was his administrative assistant. Bradley never called me. I believe that she was the gatekeeper for her friend. Leading up to this incident that happened today, I did not go to church today. I work a lot of hours and I work on Sunday, so sometimes I'm not there. But my daughter called me screaming and crying, saying that she had just been assaulted in the church. And wait a minute, let me back up a little bit. I called First Lady, because First Lady is over the volunteers. I called First Lady and I asked First Lady, I said, First Lady, Audrey is being told, there's rumors that Audrey is supposed to be set down. Is Audrey set down from the ministry? First Lady said, no, I have no idea about that, but we'll get a meeting together. The meeting has not occurred yet. The meeting is supposed to be this coming week. So my assumption was that she had spoken to everyone and that this would escalate, you know, and that we would have the sit down. She told me that everybody involved in this would come to this sit down and we could determine whether or not Audrey has officially been set down, because no one had told her. Luis is over the production ministry. Luis never told Audrey that she was set down, so she had no idea. So everything that was done today was done inappropriately. It was also very demoralizing. Look, in the church, we should not break one another. This man assaulted my child. This guy is at least 400 to 500 pounds. He put his hands on my daughter when my daughter was trying to say, let me leave. This should have never occurred. If Audrey went up there on that stand, they should have, first of all, never took her into a private room anyway, because at that point, she was double teamed. She should never have been put in a private room alone with an elder. And then here's the deal, people of God. Are you an elder of some people, or are you an elder of all people? I believe in a living God. Do you understand me? I believe in a living God who loves everybody. You do not segregate. You do not hurt. You do not offend. We are supposed to be people of the living God. And I will tell you, I am absolutely hurt by this. I know that my voice has probably went up 10 different octaves. But as a mother, people of God, as a mother, the same people that accepted her and sold into her life are now the same people who break her. So is it that we want her back out into the world? Is it that we want her to do drugs again? Is it that, and then they said that she was banned from the church now. Banned for what?
I wanted to speak on that, Allison.
Banned for what? What did she do except for plead for her life? What in the world did she do? Because the video shows that Elder Rhonda was, first of all, attacking her. I don't know who you are, but we must understand that we are flesh and blood as well as spiritual. And I don't know anybody that can run up on you and you don't take offense to. In this video, you can see that Audrey never attacks her. She never puts her hands up. She never even put her hands up in a defense mechanism. Now this big giant man is tackling my baby to the floor. And let me just tell you, I was so hurt and alarmed when my child called me and told me this over the phone, that this is happening in the church. When my child called me, I came up to the church because I wanted the opportunity to speak to Pastor Winfield and First Lady Winfield, because in my mind, this man that has sowed so richly into both of our lives cannot have a spirit of darkness and of envy and of hurt and of hatred. And I just don't believe that they are the leaders of some people. I believe that they are the leaders of all people. But I tell you what, they wouldn't even let me. I pay my tithes in this church, and I'm not trying to brag, but I make a good grip. And I was not allowed to speak to my pastor and my first lady. Brandon Anime and Rhonda Lewis told Elder Miller that they did not want me to be able to speak to the first lady or to pastor because they had made an administrative decision. Now, people get set down in the church all the time. As I said, I've been saved and sanctified for 30 years, so I know how it's done. Here's why I have a problem with it, is because they attacked her for something she didn't know nothing about. Luis and Elder Tim are over, Luis is over the production ministry, Tim is over the fine arts. They both told her to do the welcome. So Audrey had no idea she wasn't supposed to do the welcome. And they attacked her. Elder Rhonda moved based on friendship instead of based on position, instead of being based on what's right. You know, we all have to answer to God for our sins and for our hurts and the things that we do to other people. And you can't tell me what they did to my child. You can hear my child screaming.
Like he was about to, I couldn't breathe. Y'all, like I could have died. If he was on me for about 2 more minutes, I probably would have died. Like he did this in the church.
Was screaming and hollering. This is so inappropriate, and I will be speaking to the law myself, as well as speaking to the head of this administrative office, because this is wrong.
Yeah, HR will hear about this, and Brandon won't have a job.
This is wrong.
And neither will Rhonda too. But I wanna speak on what y'all are sending me. I hope that maybe you and the Winfields can sit down. The problem with the Winfields is the Winfields, as she said, she contacted them, but it seems like the Winfields are very complacent with having that gate there, with being not in this situation. Because to me, Veronica Winfield received a long text. And they know what happened. And of course they lied in the church, because I am now banned from the Potter's House of Fort Worth. I cannot be on the Potter's House of Fort Worth, where I served for the past year. I gave them my heart, my soul, all the time in the world, anything they wanted, because guess what? It was to the glory of God. But I am now banned. If I step on that property, it would be trespassing. For what? For nothing. So my thing about that is the Winfields, it seems like they're complacent, but they're going to have to make a decision, because we're going to HR. We're going to the main. We're going to TD Jake's house. We're going to Dallas. This is not the end. And please go to my page and share these pictures and these videos of my scars and my eyes swollen. And please go share that video. This needs to get out, because we cannot let this continue. And for the people that, Christina, so are we not going to talk about this man that put his hands on a woman in the church? Come on now. Come on. And for you to be an elder and to let that happen. And yes, I did press charges, Allison. I'm glad you were smart enough to turn my camera. Girl, and God has blessed me with the spirit of discernment. So when he called me and said, we want to talk to you, I immediately turned on my camera, because they're snakes. I don't trust them. Don't let this get you off track, because this is not a reflection of God, because he does not. have a banning policy. Of course, he does not have a banning policy. So for the people that's tuning in, let me get y'all back on track. For the people tuning in. Okay. For the people tuning in. Okay, so this for the people, new people. This is me going to the back. Obviously, you can hear the music still going. I wish my screen wasn't so dirty.
Okay. So, I want to be clear. On the stage, you are not allowed to do anything on the stage.
Hold on, did y'all hear how she came at me though? Y'all hear that? I want to be clear.
But she
But
be clear in the beginning.
we can't speak at the same time. Elder Rhonda, you are an elder. And you're not over my production ministry. You're not over my ministry. So in the PAW, I was raised the elders of the church address the issues. That's how we do stuff in the PAW. But she's so rude and such a tech head, she don't know that.
First lady, and she said they had no regulation.
See, I'm calm.
To the Lord, and aren't you an elder? And your point is what? Right now I'm the church administrator.
Ma'am. She said right now I'm the
Hold on, let me be clear. Let me be clear. No, let me be clear, because I'm the church administrator.
You're getting frustrated.
You know why I'm getting frustrated? Because I don't do lies. I don't do lies.
Why?
You did.
What did I lie about?
You've
Luis
been
told
sat
me.
down.
No, I didn't. Luis just told. So what did Luis just say? What's the conversation me and Luis had?
I don't know.
No,
what
he
conversation
didn't.
You had with Luis.
So grab Luis. Grab
I don't
Luis.
have to grab
Exactly.
Luis.
Because Luis did not sit me down. You set me down.
What do you?
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you
So
something.
for God.
Okay, so let's just say I did. Let's just say I did.
You told Luis that, yes.
If I set it down, then it's shut down.
Then it's shut down. No. Who are you? I was the first lady and we're having a meeting.
No, okay.
No,
So
you're not.
thank you. No, you're not. So first lady lied to me. Hold on, wait. So me and my mother called Lady V and said that we were gonna have a meeting, and guess what Rhonda said? No, you're not.
So here's the deal. I spoke to Lady V. Lady V said that she would be fair and that we would have a meeting and we would discuss this situation. And we ended the call by Lady V saying, let's pray for peace. So my assumption was that this was going to be still until this coming week when we have this meeting. Instead, as you can see on the video, Rhonda is saying, I'm the church administrator, and basically whatever I say goes. She's very inappropriate.
Yeah, she's inappropriate.
Because are you the elder of some people or all people?
Yeah.
You were going to be a part of the
new people coming in. I need
started this. Because yes, ma'am. You asked Luis to sit me down. Luis never had a problem with me.
Yes,
and you've been
sure
blackballing me for months. So let's be
been
real.
blackballing me.
Okay. And you're not being. You told me to shut up. I'm being spiritual. I'm being spiritual right now because you're an elder. At the end of the day, you need to give me spiritual guidance.
So was that being better? We in the church house. Y'all hear me? I'm being spiritual right now because it's all spirituality. And we want to be carnal. This is carnal. This right here, this is flesh. This is real spiritual. That's what I was trying to tell her. But obviously the Potter's House School of Ministry don't teach you well.
That's what I'm trying to give it to you, but this
No, you're not, man. You're yelling at me and you're having an attitude.
You know why I have an attitude? Because I don't do lies.
I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. What did Luis say? What did Luis say?
He just said to Pastor Winfield. You told him Pastor Winfield.
No, I told him I called First Lady and she said, why did I do that? Because I have the opportunity. I have the right to. I have the right to call anybody. Because you are. No, as an elder of the church, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself, and you should. And everybody, you should be ashamed of yourself.
No, I'm